The orange horizon bleeds across the sky. The day is folding like an old beach chair. I sit on the veranda watching birds fly by in the warm, sticky, late July air. You look out at the landscape deep in your thoughts, a quiet silhouette against the fading glow, counting all the battles that we both fought, while the evening river begins to slowly flow. There is a peaceful sadness in this fleeting light, a golden bridge before we step into the night.
Yeah, catching the last rays of the sun on my face, slowing down my thoughts in this specific space. I'm used to the concrete, the shadows, the dark. Now I'm sitting on the deck looking at the state park. The amber dusk is cast in the therapeutic shade, watching how the fierce anxieties of daytime fade. I drop the defensive posture, the cynical attitude, replacing my aggressive drive with genuine gratitude. Your guitar chords are like a warm evening breeze, bringing my chaotic mind completely to its knees. We fuse the pavement perspective with the golden hour, discovering an alternative, sophisticated in power.
The daylight is escaping, but we don't feel the panic, embracing a rhythm that is purely organic. The frequency is shifting as the shadows grow long, giving us the perfect atmosphere to execute this song. Underneath the amber dusk we watch the colors bleed, finding the tranquility that our spirits truly need. We blend the gritty lyricism with the coffeehouse tone, creating an environment that is completely our own. Yes, the amber dusk will soothe our historical pain before the night covers the valley once again.
I remember when I thought that life was just a race, screaming at the microphone, maintaining a frantic pace. But looking at the horizon, the orange turned into pink. I finally have the opportunity to sit down and think about the true value of these quiet, peaceful sessions, converting my old anger into honest confessions. No longer chasing after the spotlight or the praise, just lost inside the warmth of these late summer days. We let the tempo drop down to a relaxed stride, allowing all the internal hostility to completely subside. A legendary partnership built on mutual respect, protecting our vulnerability from any negative defect.
The first star is blinking in the purple sky. The crickets are starting their nocturnal tune. We don't need to offer a reason or a why, as long as we can sit beneath the coming moon. Our synchronization is a beautiful golden shield. The daylight is escaping, but we don't feel the panic, embracing a rhythm that is purely organic. The frequency is shifting as the shadows grow long, giving us the perfect atmosphere to execute this song. Underneath the amber dusk we watch the colors bleed, finding the tranquility that our spirits truly need. We blend the gritty lyricism with the coffeehouse tone, creating an environment that is completely our own. Yes, the amber dusk will soothe our historical pain before the night covers the valley once again.
Let it, let it, let it, let it,
let it bay, let it bay, let it, let it bay, let it bay, let it, let it bay,
let it, let it, let it, yeah.
Let it fade, let the golden light dissolve away.
Yeah, I'm content with leaving behind the yesterday.
We are safe inside the warmth of this quiet twilight,
adjusting our focus
until the picture is right. I just watched the last bit of orange disappear from the wall.
This melody
is the ultimate answer to our creative call. Underneath the amber dusk we watch the colors bleed, finding the tranquility that our spirits truly need. completely our own. Yes, the amber dusk will soothe our historical pain before the night covers the valley once again.
Let the darkness come
We're good, beautiful. The chandelier is casting silhouettes upon the wall. We sway together in an empty grand ballroom. The autumn leaves are gathering inside the dusty hall as we dance away the memories of our collective doom.
I feel your callous hand gripping my velvet waist, moving to a cadence that is hauntingly sublime. There is no urgency, no reason to proceed in haste. We are completely insulated from the march of time. Your footsteps are deliberate, a contrast to my glide. Yeah, counting out the steps, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Trying to adjust my rugged posture to your poetry. Yeah. I'm used to mosh pits, aggressive crowds, and heavy metal bands. Now I'm navigating through a ballroom, holding your hands. The contrast is ridiculous, a beast dancing with the beauty, but I feel an overwhelming sense of artistic duty to match your elegance, to fluidly follow your direction. Stepping out of my dark corner to find a new connection. The shadows on the wallpaper are mimics of our past, reminding us of all the illusions that we finally cast. Decide to make room for this beautiful syncopated waltz, accepting our virtues and forgiving our historical faults. We spin around the perimeter of our deepest anxieties, escaping from the superficial judgments of societies. A 3/4 time signature is a therapeutic vessel, helping our separate internal demons to finally wrestle. And it's a shadow waltz beneath the dim and dusty light, an nocturnal dance that keeps us company tonight. We blend the fierce lyricism with the brief for a swing, anxious to discover what this combination can bring. Yes, the shadow waltz will spin us across the floor until we don't remember how to fight this useless war. My perspective changes when I adapt to your rotation, realizing that control is just a foolish complication. I spent my whole life trying to dictate the exact rhythm, trapping my creative spirit inside a rigid prison. But this triple meter cadence is forcing me to yield, dropping my sword, my armor, and my heavy shield. I watch a dress spin like a galaxy of stars, erasing the visibility of my emotional scars. No longer chasing after the commercial charts or trophies, just lost inside the elegance of these acoustic
philosophies. We orchestrate a movement that defies the modern trend, finding a beautiful beginning where the old stories end. The grandfather clock is striking in the middle of the night. Our silhouettes are melting into a singular design. We don't need the validation of the spotlight's light, as long as your chaotic spirit can synchronize with mine. This dance is our sanctuary from the cold world outside. We spin around the perimeter of our deepest anxieties, escaping from the superficial judgments of societies. The 3/4 time signature is a therapeutic vessel, helping our separate internal demons to finally wrestle. And it's a shadow waltz beneath the We blend the fierce lyricism with the 3/4 swing, anxious to discover what this combination can bring. Yes, the shadow waltz will spin us across the floor until we don't remember how to fight this useless war.
The darkness fade away.
Yeah, I'm following your lead until the break of day.
No more missteps, our
harmony is pure.
This triple meter rhythm
is the ultimate cure.
Listen to what our silent shadows are saying.
And it's a shadow waltz beneath the dim and dusty light, a nocturnal dance that keeps us company tonight. We blend the fierce lyricism with the 3/4 swing, anxious to discover what this combination can bring. Yes, the shadow waltz will spin us across the floor until we don't remember how to fight this useless war. Take a bow, we done, that's all. Purple tint upon my fragile skin is like a map of where our love went wrong. I try to hide the turbulence within by wrapping it inside this gentle song. We fought with words that left no outward scar, yet left us bleeding on the living room rug. We look at each other from afar, sipping our drinks from a chipped ceramic mug. I do not hold a grudge against your ghost. I only wish we knew how to forgive.
Yeah, look at these marks on our collective reputation, an accurate reflection of our mutual frustration. We collided like two planets in a cosmic accident, leaving behind a trail of absolute predicament. I used to think that being tough meant never showing pain, standing like a soldier in the freezing winter rain. But these soft bruises on my psychological defense are forcing me to analyze the structural expense of keeping up this absolute ridiculous charade while watching all the vibrant colors of our history fade. Your piano notes are like a cool therapeutic compress, relieving all the agony, the panic, and the stress.
We don't need to apologize for being slightly damaged goods. We spent too many winters navigating through the dark woods. Now we sit beneath the amber lamp, accepting every flaw, watching how the frozen block of ice begins to thaw. These soft bruises tell a story of survival and grace, an honest testament of how we found our own place. We blend the raw grit with the tender vintage sound, lifting our weary spirits off the cold, hard ground. Yes, the soft bruises will eventually start to heal, leaving us with something that is genuinely real.
Yeah, my perspective altered when I stopped trying to retaliate, realizing that revenge is just a useless heavyweight. I spent my whole career delivering the verbal punches, operating on my dark, aggressive animal hunches. But sitting in this coffee house, observing your technique, I see the immense power being vulnerable and meek. No more slamming doors or shattering the glass kitchenware, just an honest assessment of the burdens that we bear. We articulate our trauma through a syncopated rhythm, escaping from our self-created internal prison. A legendary combination of the street and the soul, reassembling the fragments till the vessel is whole.
the morning sun is kissing all the shadows away, the pain is transforming into a beautiful design. We don't have to dwell upon the mistakes of yesterday, as long as your chaotic world can synchronize with mine. Our resilience is a testament to where we belong. We don't need to apologize for being slightly damaged goods. We spent too many winters navigating through the dark woods. Now we sit beneath the amber lamp, accepting every flaw, watching how the frozen block of ice begins to thaw. These soft bruises tell a story of survival and grace, an honest testament of how we found our own place. We blend the raw grit with the tender vintage sound, lifting our weary spirits off the cold hard ground. Yes, the soft bruises will eventually start to heal, leaving us with something that is genuinely real.
Yeah. The color changes,
The pain begins to disappear.
the plain beginning is clear.
We carry our history without any shame.
No more finger pointing, no more playing the game.
These soft bruises tell a story of survival and grace, an honest testament of how we found our own place. We blend the raw grit with the tender vintage sound, lifting our weary spirits off the cold hard ground. Yes, the soft bruises will eventually start to heal, leaving us with something that is genuinely real.
A beautiful story,
Finally told peace. Peace. The haze is settling inside this dim cafe. A cigarette is burning down to ash and dust. We watch the golden afternoon dissolve to gray, and left our promises to wither and to rust. I feel the ivory beneath my heavy hands, unlocking memories we tried so hard to hide. Nobody in this crowded room quite understands the silent current pulling us against the tide. You speak in riddles that are tangled in the smoke, a beautiful disaster that I can't forsake.
yeah. I watch the wisps of gray ascending toward the plaster ceiling, trying to suppress this overwhelming, suffocating feeling. You're hitting chords that resurrect the ghost I thought was buried dead, evoking all the wicked words that everybody else had said. I used to weaponize the dialect, the lyrical assassin, but now I'm sitting in the shadows, witnessing your passion. The way your fingers navigate the keys is like a healing ointment, erasing 20 years of anger, stress, and disappointment.
I drop the microphone and listen to the resonance, absorbing every single note to establish my defense against the inner turbulence that threatens to consume my mind, leaving the bitterness and all the heavy armor far behind. We let the smoke illuminate the hidden path we tread, unraveling the complicated mysteries instead of fighting battles that were lost a decade long ago. We let the music set the pace and control the steady flow. Through these smoky keys we find a way to breathe again, a sanctuary from the chaos and the driving rain. We blend the gritty storytelling with the vintage blues, discovering a perspective that we can finally use. Yes, the smoky keys will guide us through the dark terrain, converting all our historical agony into gain.
Yeah. I spent my entire youth navigating through a fiery furnace, screaming at the top of my lungs to prove my own earnest. But there's a quiet dignity inside this jazzy atmosphere, where all the paranoia and the static suddenly disappear. You play a major third and alter my entire mood, replacing my aggressive stance with genuine gratitude. No longer chasing validation from a fickle demographic, just chilling in the corner booth, ignoring all the heavy traffic. We orchestrate a masterpiece out of the broken fragments, defying every critic who predicted our collapse in segments. This is the fusion of the pavement and the classical design, a legendary vintage poured into a dirty glass of wine. Oh.
The final ember dies inside the crystal tray. The morning light is whispering across the floor. We threw our heavy, useless armor completely away, and found the strength to walk right through that open door. Your rhyme scheme is a shield that protects my fragile song. We let the smoke illuminate the hidden path we tread, unraveling the complicated mysteries instead of fighting battles that were lost a decade long ago. We let the music set the pace and control the steady flow. Through these smoky keys we find a way to breathe again, a sanctuary from the chaos and the driving rain. We blend the gritty storytelling with the vintage blues, discovering a perspective that we can finally use. Yes, the smoky keys will guide us through the dark terrain, converting all our historical agony into gain. Sanctuary from the chaos and the driving rain. We blend the gritty storytelling with the vintage blues, discovering a perspective that we can finally use. Yes, the smoky keys will guide us through the dark terrain, converting all our historical agony into gain. Smoky keys drifting in the air, just let it fade out right here. Perfect. The canyon of my mind is vast and completely empty. I scream your name, but nothing ever comes back to me. We accumulated wealth and treasures in plenty, but lost the simple essence of our history.
I stand upon the precipice of this dark canyon, looking for a sign, a glimmer or a spark, wishing you were still my comforting companion, to guide me through the terrifying dense dark. The reverberation of our last argument remains etched into the very stone of this abandoned place.
Yeah, I hear the echo of our arguments bouncing off the canyon wall, reminding me of every single time I caused your pride to fall. I was too stubborn to admit that I was terrified of losing control, allowing my internal monsters to dig a massive empty hole. Yeah.
Now I'm standing in the clearing, shouting out an apology, trying to reverse the damage of my destructive psychology. The silence that you give me is louder than a gunshot blast, a painful reminder that the good times are firmly in the past.
I try to find the vocabulary to bridge this immense divide, but my ego keeps telling me to bury the truth deep inside.
Yeah, your piano chords are reaching out like a lifeline in the fog, rescuing my spirit from this suffocating swampy bog. We listen to the space between the words we never speak, discovering the hidden strength of being completely weak. The frequency is shifting as we align our separate souls, filling up the empty spaces and the broken bows. And it's a silent echo returning from the valley deep, a haunting memory that we are forced to forever keep. We blend the raw vulnerability with the vintage grace, reclaiming our position in this vast celestial space. Yes, the silent echo will eventually fade away, leaving us with nothing but the promise of a brighter day.
Yeah. Hey, I used to fill the silence with a barrage of rapid words, attacking every instrumental track like a flock of vicious birds. But now I understand the value of leaving a blank space, allowing your melody to completely illuminate the place. You show me that restraint can be a powerful artistic choice, giving more weight and definition to my gravelly voice. We strip away the distortion, the hype and the theatrics, focusing entirely on our emotional and creative matrix.
No longer running away from the quiet moments of reflection, just accepting our flaws without demanding human perfection.
I dropped the microphone on the dusty, worn out floor,
realizing that I don't need to fight this war anymore. The wind is dying down inside this ancient valley. The stars are illuminating the dark, abandoned street. I no longer feel the need to constantly keep score or tally every single mistake or painful historical defeat. Our spirits are finally learning how to gently coexist. We listen to the space between the words we never speak, discovering the hidden strength of being completely weak. The frequency is shifting as we align our separate souls, filling up the empty spaces and the broken bows. And it's a silent echo returning from the valley deep, a haunting memory that we are forced to forever keep. We blend the raw vulnerability with the vintage grace, reclaiming our position in this vast celestial space. Yes, the silent echo will eventually fade away, leaving us with nothing but the promise of a brighter day. Left for us to shoot.
We stand in peace
beneath the open sky.
Yeah, no more reasons for either of us to lie.
Just listen to the absolute quietness right now.
We finally figured out
the answer somehow. And it's a silent echo returning from the valley deep, a haunting memory that we are forced to forever keep. We blend the raw vulnerability with the vintage grace, reclaiming our position in this vast celestial space. Yes, the silent echo will eventually fade away, leaving us with nothing but the promise of a brighter day. Nothing left but the truth. Peace out. Swirling down the avenue, The city air is crisp with a hint of coming frost. I walk along the sidewalk thinking about you and everything we accidentally gathered and we lost. The skyscrapers are framing a pale and cloudy sky as street musicians play a melancholy tune. I wrap my wool coat tighter as the wind blows by, wishing that the spring would return to us soon. But there is a unique beauty in this seasonal decay, a peaceful atmosphere that helps me find my way.
Yeah, look at the foliage scattering across the concrete jungle. Reminds me of how quickly a corporate empire can crumble. I'm walking down Broadway, hands inside my pockets, watching the city lights burn like expensive rockets.
I used to hate the autumn, hate it watching things die, preferring the aggressive summer heat under the sky. But this urban autumn is providing a therapeutic lens,
forcing me to make adjustments and creative amends with the reality of aging and the passage of time, blending my gritty dialect with your acoustic chime. Your piano notes are like the golden afternoon sun, illuminating the path before the day is completely done.
The metropolitan scenery is changing its complexion, offering our weary minds a moment of reflection. We don't need to fight the natural cycle of the year. We just need to stand together until the skies are clear. Inside this urban autumn, we watch the colors transform, finding a way to keep each other incredibly safe and warm. We blend the pavement philosophy with the coffeehouse vibe, a legendary frequency that no critic can describe. Yes, the urban autumn will strip the branches bare, revealing all the honest truths that we finally share.
I remember the days when I was starving in the freezing cold, before my artistic narrative was commercially sold. I was an angry youth running through the autumn mist with a chip on my shoulder and a tightly clenched fist. But sitting next to you on this park bench today, I feel the old hostility completely melting away. No longer needing to yell to receive public attention, just embracing the quiet maturity of this dimension. We let the leaves fall where they naturally belong, focusing entirely on the structure of this beautiful song. A perfect combination of the gutter and the grace, creating our own paradise in this concrete space.
The street lamps are turning on along the Central Park. The rush hour traffic creates a river of bright gold. We are completely comfortable navigating the dark, holding on to a connection that will never grow old. Our synchronization is a beautiful seasonal transition. The metropolitan scenery is changing its complexion, offering our weary minds a moment of reflection. We don't need to fight the natural cycle of the year. We just need to stand together until the skies are clear. Inside this urban autumn, we watch the colors transform, finding a way to keep each other incredibly safe and warm. We blend the pavement philosophy with the coffeehouse vibe, a legendary frequency that no critic can describe. Yes, the urban autumn will strip the branches bare, revealing all the honest truths that we finally share.
Yeah.
Let the leaves fall, let the seasons change.
Yeah, it's beautiful when things rearrange.
We survive the transition, we welcome the chill,
standing on the sidewalk,
watching the world stand still. Transform, finding a way to keep each other incredibly safe and warm. We blend the pavement philosophy with the coffeehouse vibe, a legendary frequency that no critic can describe. Yes, the urban autumn will strip the branches bare, revealing all the honest truths that we finally share. Keep walking, we're good, that's right. The lamps are turned down low inside this secret space. The world outside is frozen in a frantic, bitter cold. I trace the contours of your tired and weathered face, remembering the stories that our younger selves told.
Yeah, we don't need the harsh exposure of the public glare
to validate the deep connection that we secretly share. In this dim lights environment, our spirits can breathe, unraveling the complicated tapestries we weave.
Yeah, your voice is a low rumble,
a comfort to my ears,
washing away the residue of
20 lonely years.
Yeah, step inside the lounge, escape from the paparazzi flash. Tired of the people constantly trying to count my cash. I'm sitting in the corner booth, hidden in the shade, watching how the bright anxieties of the day begin to fade. I appreciate the low wattage of this specific illumination, providing a therapeutic shelter
for my internal frustration.
I used to need the stadium spots to feel like I was alive, screaming into a microphone just to help my ego survive. But in these dim lights, I feel a different type of power grow. Learning the artistic value of a relaxed and steady flow. Your Rhodes piano chords are like an emotional insulation, protecting our creative space from external contamination.
The world is celebrating noise, but we embrace the quiet shade, refusing to participate in the superficial parade. The frequency is shifting as the shadows grow long, giving us the perfect atmosphere to execute this song. Inside these dim lights, we can let our guard drop down, far away from the criticism of this judgmental town. We blend the soft execution with the heavy lyrical weight, realizing that true maturity comes to those who wait.
Yes, the dim lights will
shield us from the prying eyes, allowing us to drop the mask and strip away the lies.
Yeah. My perspective is changing when the illumination is reduced, analyzing all the volatile monsters that my brain produced. I spent my whole career standing under a magnifying glass, watching every single mistake being scrutinized by the mass. But sitting across from you in this slow-lit establishment, I feel a deep sense of artistic and spiritual replenishment. No longer needing to perform like an aggressive acrobat, just chilling in a space where the rhythm is smooth and flat. We elevate the dialogue by whispering our deepest thoughts, erasing all the painful lessons that the industry taught. A legendary partnership built out of mutual respect, protecting our vulnerability from any negative defect.
The candle flame is dancing on the dark wooden table. The outside universe is completely locked outside the door. We finally found an anchor that is permanent and stable. We don't need to fight those loud battles anymore. Our synchronization is a beautiful sanctuary in the dark. The world is celebrating noise, but we embrace the quiet shade, refusing to participate in the superficial parade. The frequency is shifting as the shadows grow long, giving us the perfect atmosphere to execute this song. Inside these dim lights, we can let our guard drop down, far away from the criticism of this judgmental town. We blend the soft execution with the heavy lyrical weight, realizing that true maturity comes to those who wait. Yes, the dim lights will shield us from the prying eyes, allowing us to drop the mask and strip away the lies.
Story we've ever told.
We are invisible now, safe from the crowd,
no longer needing our expressions
to be aggressive or loud. Just listen to the ice melting inside the glass. We survived the storm, the trouble has passed at last. Inside these dim lights, we can let our guard drop down, far away from the criticism of this judgmental town. We blend the soft execution with the heavy lyrical weight, realizing that true maturity comes to those who wait. Yes, the dim lights will shield us from the prying eyes, allowing us to drop the mask and strip away the lies. Dim lights until the morning dawn, let the shadows stay. We good peace. The ivory is yellowed on this ancient keyboard stand, a relic of a generation that has slipped away. I run my fingers across the wood with an unsteadied hand, remembering the melodies we used to easily play.
Yeah.
The lacquer is peeling like the paint upon the wall, a visual reminder of the passage of time. We listen to the autumn leaves as they begin to fall, trying to reconstruct a reason or a rhyme for why we let our vibrant symphony completely expire.
Yeah, look at these faded keys. The instrument is ancient history. How we lost our synchronization remains a total mystery. I'm looking at the dust settling inside the inner strings, thinking about the temporary joy the material luxury brings. I used to chase the platinum plaques, the trophies on the shelf, completely neglecting the psychological health of myself. Now I'm standing in an antique shop, staring at the mechanism, viewing our entire career through a different kind of prism.
Your fingers strike a chord and the wood starts to vibrate, resurrecting emotions that I thought were way too late to salvage from the wreckage of our colossal collision. But the music is providing a brand new, pristine vision. The ink is fading on the old sheet music score, but our creative spark is stronger than it was before. We sweep away the cobwebs from the corners of our mind, leaving the historical baggage completely behind. Through these faded keys, we resurrect the dormant flame, remembering the purpose long before we knew the fame. We blend the hip-hop cadence with the classical design, pouring old wisdom into a brand new bottle of wine. Yes, the faded keys will play a magnificent song, proving that our creative connection was right.
I remember the days of the basement tapes and the raw hunger, before the industry machinery chewed up the young girl and youngster. We were just purists chasing after a beautiful vibration, without the constant pressure of a global expectation. But sitting next to you on this creaky wooden bench, I feel the old passion returning to quench the artistic thirst that a stadium crowd could never satisfy. No longer needing to exaggerate or constantly justify my existence to a jury of anonymous internet commenters, just focusing entirely on these acoustic parameters. We let the tempo breathe, no electronic quantization, just two masters engaged in a profound conversation.
The vintage resonance is filling up the empty room. The shadows are retreating from the corners of the hall. We watched our dormant inspiration suddenly bloom, answering the deeply spiritual internal call. Our legacy is written in the music that we made. The ink is fading on the old sheet music score, but our creative spark is stronger than it was before. We sweep away the cobwebs from the corners of our mind, leaving the historical baggage completely behind. Through these faded keys, we resurrect the dormant flame, remembering the purpose long before we knew the fame. We blend the hip-hop cadence with the classical design, pouring old wisdom into a brand new bottle connection was right all along. Play it once again.
Let the old piano sing.
To see what kind of perspective this melody can bring.
The past is behind us, the future is clear.
Yeah, the music is the only thing that matters right here.
Just listen to the
machinery working inside the frame.
We survived the fire.
We survived the heavy rain. Through these faded keys, we resurrect the dormant flame. Remembering the purpose long before we knew the fame. We blend the hip-hop cadence with the classical design, pouring old wisdom into a brand new bottle of wine. Yes, the faded keys will play a magnificent song, proving that our creative connection was right all along.
Faded keys.
We've done, that's right.
That's right.
The lines upon my heart are old and deeply set, a history of choices that I try not to regret. I run my fingers across the smooth mahogany wood, wishing I could change the past if I only stood a little taller against the heavy rushing wind. Before the innocence of youth was completely thin, we carried our luggage from a distant painful place, trying to find a savior or a shred of human grace. But there is a unique beauty in these old defects, an honest testament to what the soul reflects.
Yeah, look at these vintage scars, the topography of my life, an accurate map of all the struggle, trauma, and strife. I used to try to camouflage the wounds with the fake smile, pretending that I was bulletproof for a long, long while.
But these markings on my psyche are a badge of honor now, proving that I survived the storm, fulfilling my vow to never let the industry machinery break my spirit down. Even when I was the most hated individual in this town.
Your piano notes are like a therapeutic cooling balm, relieving the internal panic, restoring a sense of calm. We orchestrate a dialogue out of our collective damage, creating a frequency that ordinary people can barely manage.
We don't erase the history, we embrace the rugged texture, building a magnificent monument out of our old architecture. Frequency is shifting as we accept our broken pieces, watching how the heavy burden of the past finally decreases. Through these vintage scars, we express our definitive truth, moving far beyond the reckless arrogance of our youth. We blend the paving poetry with the sophisticated chord, realizing that emotional honesty is its own reward. Yes, the vintage scars will document our incredible survival, securing our positions far above any modern rival.
Yeah. I remember the days when every wound was fresh and bleeding, fueled by a toxic diet that my ego was constantly feeding. I thought that strength meant never showing a single vulnerability, operating on a level of absolute destructive volatility. But sitting next to you on the studio bench today, I see the immense power of letting the hostility melt away. No longer needing to weaponize every single syllable I spit, just enjoying the organic texture of the track where we sit. We let the memories breathe, refusing to sanitize the narrative, realizing that the truth is the ultimate powerful imperative, a legendary combination of the gutter and the grand stage, writing a beautiful new chapter on a vintage weathered page.
The morning sun is illuminating the scratches on the floor. The old anxieties are no longer knocking on the door. We can finally step out of the frantic competitive race, accepting the mature tranquility of this creative space. Our synchronization is an indelible mark that will never fade. We don't erase the history, we embrace the rugged texture, building a magnificent monument out of our old architecture. The frequency is shifting as we accept our broken pieces, watching how the heavy burden of the past finally decreases. Through these vintage scars, we express our definitive truth, moving far beyond the reckless arrogance of our youth. We blend the pavement poetry with the sophisticated chord, realizing that emotional honesty is its own reward. Yes, the vintage scars will document our incredible survival, securing our positions far above any modern rival. Heal, let the old stories unfold.
Yeah, we're capturing the essence.
Our resilience is permanent,
written in our skin.
A sophisticated frequency from a place where we begin. Tears and scars are the blind scars. We express our definitive truth, moving far beyond the reckless arrogance of our youth. We blend the pavement poetry with the sophisticated chord, realizing that emotional honesty is its own reward. Yes, the vintage scars will document our incredible survival, securing our positions far above any modern rival. The lines upon my heart are old and deeply set, a history of choices that I try not to regret. I run my fingers across the smooth mahogany wood, wishing I could change the past if I only stood a little taller against the heavy rushing wind. Before the innocence of youth was completely thinned, we carry our luggage from a distant painful place, trying to find a savior or a shred of human grace. But there is a unique beauty in these old defects, an honest testament to what the soul reflects.
Yeah, look at these vintage scars, the topography in my life, an accurate map of all the struggle, trauma, and strife. I used to try to camouflage the wounds with a fake smile, pretending that I was bulletproof for a long, long while. But these markings on my psyche are a badge of honor now, proving that I survived the storm, fulfilling my vow to never let the industry machinery break my spirit down, even when I was the most hated individual in this town. Your piano notes are like a therapeutic cooling balm, relieving the internal panic, restoring a sense of calm. We orchestrate a dialogue out of our collective damage, creating a frequency that ordinary people can barely manage. We don't erase the history, we embrace the big texture, building a magnificent monument out of our old architecture. The frequency is shifting as we accept our broken pieces, watching how the heavy burden of the past finally decreases. Through these vintage scars, we express our definitive truth, moving far beyond the reckless arrogance of our youth. We blend the pavement poetry with the sophisticated chord, realizing that emotional honesty is its own reward. Yes, the vintage scars will document our incredible survival, securing our positions far above.
The city sleeps beneath a blanket of neon blue. The clock tower chimes, announcing the witching hour. I sit on the balcony, waiting alone for you, as the rain pours down, stripping the blooming flower.
I hold a crystal glass filled with the crimson wine, reflecting the street lights dancing upon the floor. I wonder if your path will ever intersect with mine, or if we're just drifters knocking on a locked door. The air is chilly, carrying a scent of old romance, a nostalgic whisper blowing through the open space.
Yeah, I'm driving through the boulevard, windshield wipers moving fast, chasing after ghosts from a distant, obliterated past. The dashboard glow is casting shadows on my weary face, trying to find a destination in this empty space. I park the vehicle, step out into the midnight mist, thinking about the opportunities that we both missed. I climb the stairwell, heavy footsteps echoing aloud, tired of the noise and the pollution of the daily crowd. I see you standing by the railing like a silhouette, a cinematic vision that I never will forget. You hand me the glass, a gesture of unspoken truths, loosening the tension from a tight, constricting noose.
Underneath the canopy of stars that refuse to shine, we cross the boundary, racing the dividing line, a singular moment frozen in the nocturnal air,
trading our illusions for a truth we
finally share. Take a midnight sip, let the liquid courage heal the scar. We don't need to worry about our damage, we both are. In the quiet hours when the world has gone to sleep, we can share the secrets that we swore we'd always keep. Just a midnight sip to wash away the dust and grime, finding our asylum at the very edge of time.
My perspective changes when the clock strikes 12. Into the deepest corners of my psyche I begin to delve. No more defense mechanisms, no more witty punchlines, just a man analyzing all his internal design signs.
I appreciate the cadence of your gentle breathing pattern. We're like two distant satellites orbiting around Saturn, far away from the criticism and the public scrutiny,
preventing my chaotic thoughts from staging a new mutiny.
You teach me how to slow down, how to embrace the rhythm, escaping from the walls of my own self-imposed prison. We take our time, savoring the flavor on our palate, writing our own laws without a judge or a gavel mallet. The velvet night enfolds us in a warm embrace. The turbulence of yesterday is thoroughly erased. I leaned against your shoulder, feeling the steady beat of a heart that found its sanctuary off the frantic street. The world can spin without us for a little while. Underneath the canopy of stars that refuse to shine, we cross the boundary, erasing the dividing line, a singular moment frozen in the nocturnal air,
trading our illusions for a truth we
finally share. Take a midnight sip, let the liquid courage heal the scar. We don't need to worry about our damage, we both are. In the quiet hours when the world has gone to sleep, we can share the secrets that we swore we'd always keep. Just a midnight sip to wash away the dust and grime, finding our asylum at the very edge of time. The night is young though the world is fast asleep.
We dive into the ocean where the water's running deep.
No reservations left, we give in to the flow.
You turn the headlights off, let the dashboard glow.
Sip it slow, let the stress evaporate from your veins.
Nothing but the moonlight,
and the music remains. Take a midnight sip, let the liquid courage heal the scar. We don't need to worry about our damage, we both are. In the quiet hours when the world has gone to sleep, we can share the secrets that we swore we'd always keep. Just a midnight sip to wash away the dust and grime, finding our asylum at the very edge of time. Just you and me.
Yeah, let the city sleep midnight.
this ancient keyboard stand, a relic of a generation that has slipped away. I run my fingers across the wood with an unsteadied hand, remembering the melodies we used to easily play. The lacquer is peeling like the paint upon the wall, a visual reminder of the passage of time. We listen to the autumn leaves as they begin to fall, trying to reconstruct a reason or a rhyme for why we let our vibrant symphony completely expire.
Yeah, look at these faded keys. The instrument is ancient history. How we lost our synchronization remains a total mystery. I'm looking at the dust settling inside the inner strings, thinking about the temporary joy that material luxury brings. I used to chase the platinum plaques, the trophies on the shelf, completely neglecting the psychological health of myself. Now I'm standing in an antique shop, staring at the mechanism, viewing our entire career through a different kind of prism. Your fingers strike a chord and the wood starts to vibrate, resurrecting emotions that I thought were way too late to salvage from the wreckage of our colossal collision. But the music is providing a brand new,
pristine vision. The ink is fading on the old sheet music score, but our creative spark is stronger than it was. From the corners of our mind, leaving the historical baggage completely behind. Through these faded keys, we resurrect the dormant flame, remembering the purpose long before we knew the fame. We blend the hip-hop cadence with the classical design, pouring old wisdom into a brand new bottle of wine. Yes, the faded keys will play a magnificent song, proving that our creative connection was right all along.
Yeah, I remember the days of the basement tapes and the raw hunger, before the industry machinery chewed up the young girl and youngster. We were just purists chasing after a beautiful vibration, without the constant pressure of a global expectation. But sitting next to you on this creaky wooden bench, I feel the old passion returning to quench the artistic thirst of the stadium crowd could never satisfy. No longer needing to exaggerate or castily justify my existence to a jury of anonymous internet commenters, just focusing entirely on these acoustic parameters. We let the tempo breathe, no electronic quantization, just two masters engaged in a profound conversation.
The vintage resonance is filling up the empty room, the shadows are retreating from the corners of the hall. We watched our dormant inspiration suddenly bloom, answering a deeply spiritual internal call. Our legacy is written in the music that we make. The ink is fading on the old sheet music score, but our creative spark is stronger than it was before. We sweep away the cobwebs from the corners of our mind, leaving the historical baggage completely behind. Through these faded keys, we resurrect the dormant flame, remembering the purpose long before we knew the fame. We blend the hip-hop cadence with the classical design, pouring old wisdom into a brand new bottle of wine. Yes, the faded keys will play a magnificent song, proving that our creative connection was right all along. Play it once again, let the old piano
to see what kind of perspective this melody.
The past is behind us, the future is clear.
Yeah, the music is the only thing that matters right here.
Just listen to the machinery working inside the frame.
We survive the fire,
we survive the heavy rain. Through these faded keys, we resurrect the dormant flame, remembering the purpose long before we knew the fame. We blend the hip-hop cadence with the classical design, pouring old quiet night.
Close your lid, you done.
That's right. Stained glass reflects the fading evening light. We sit in silence, watching shadows grow. The steam from teacups rises in the night. A bittersweet, sweet melody starts to flow. You hold your secrets hidden in your chest. I read the lines engraved upon your palm. We seek a sanctuary, craving rest within this fragile, temporary calm. Your words are heavy, tumbling like the rain against the window of my lonely heart. We try to find a balm to soothe the pain before our tangled worlds are torn apart.
Yeah, look at these velvet curtains hanging from the ceiling structure, hiding all the fractures from a catastrophic rupture. I'm pacing on the hardwood, staring at the grand piano, trying to decode your vocal range in sweet soprano. But my mind is like a labyrinth of chaotic puzzle pieces. Every time I try to speak, the inattention just increases. I grew up in the concrete, hardened by the winter freezing. Now I'm sitting in this lounge, searching for a valid reason to lay down my old armor, let the rhythm take control, injecting jazz melodies straight into a damaged soul. You strike a minor chord and suddenly my vision clears, washing away 20 years of accumulated fears.
The ink is wet upon the blank white page. We turn the key and unlock the iron cage. Step out into the dim and smoky room and watch our collective definitions bloom. All these velvet rhymes are falling down like silver autumn leaves, a soothing tapestry that every broken spirit weaves. We blend the fierce conviction with the tenderest embrace, finding our salvation in this quiet, sacred space. Yes, the velvet rhymes will carry us across the stormy sea. A beautiful collision of your truth and harmony.
Yeah, I used to think that volume was the only way to conquer foes, screaming at the microphone, delivering the heavy blows. But now I see the power in the whisper, in the sudden pause, analyzing all my flaws without demanding your applause. You guide me through the tempo like an angel in disguise, reconstructing all the fragments where the old resentment lies. No more aggressive anthem, just a steady, peaceful flow, watching how the embers of a dying fire glow. I drop the heavy baggage that I carried on my spine, blending my aggressive flow with your vintage muscadine. We write a brand new chapter where the past cannot pursue, finding a silver lining in a world of darkest blue.
The clock is ticking backwards on the wall. The outside noise begins to fade away. I listen closely to your rhythmic call and find the courage that I lost today. Your poetry is sharp but beautifully refined, the perfect counterpoint to my design. The ink is wet upon the blank white page. We turn the key and unlock the iron cage. Step out into the dim and smoky room and watch our collective definitions bloom. All these velvet rhymes are falling down like silver autumn leaves, a soothing tapestry that every broken spirit weaves. We blend the fierce conviction with the tenderest embrace, finding our salvation in this quiet, sacred space. Yes, the velvet rhymes will carry us across the stormy sea. A beautiful collision of your truth and harmony. Conviction with the tenderest embrace, finding our salvation in this quiet, sacred space. Yes, the velvet rhymes will carry us across the stormy sea. A beautiful collision of your truth and harmony. Just let the piano play peace. Just let the piano play peace. The barista pours another cup of dark roast espresso. I watch the steam evaporate against the morning frost. Just staring out the window at the people down below, calculating everything we gathered and we lost. The sugar doesn't sweeten the resentment in our cup. We drink the liquid sorrow till our vision starts to blur. It's funny how a single choice can tear a kingdom up and leave us with the ghost of everything we used to were. I trace the porcelain handle with my trembling fingertips, wishing I could rewrite every bitter word we spoke.
Yeah, pass the mug because my throat is dry from swallowing my pride. I've been suppressing all these demons that are bubbling inside. Look at the dark complexion of the beverage inside the glass. Reminds me of the shadows that we threw across the grass when we were arguing about the petty things that didn't matter. Watching all our expectations shatter like a ceramic platter. I pour my heart out in a message that I never sent, spending every single second wondering where the passion went.
Now we're trapped inside a coffee house surrounded by the patrons, two separate entities avoiding any close relations. I take a gulp, it burns my tongue, a physical reminder that history can be a cruel, unforgiving grinder. We stare into the black abyss of our mistakes, counting all the promises a fragile human breaks. The morning rush is swirling all around our isolated table, trying to fix a bond that we no longer feel is stable. It's a bitter brew that we are forced to swallow now. We lost the magic recipe, forgot the sacred vow. The counterculture coffee cannot heal the deep incision. We're staring at each other through a broken, muddy vision. But through the bitterness, a spark of truth remains alive. A desperate remedy to help our weary souls survive.
I watch the sediment settle down at the very bottom, thinking about the vibe of summer turning into autumn. My vocabulary fails me when I look into your eyes. I see through the facade and all the clever, neat disguises. You wanted something simple, just a peaceful, quiet life. Instead, I brought the chaos, the publicity, the strife, the media perception of a madman with a pen. And now I'm trying to figure out if we can start again in this bohemian cafe. Listening to the acoustic chords, dropping all my weapons, my artillery, my swords. Just an ordinary man holding a lukewarm paper cup, hoping that you'll look across the table and look up.
The background music plays an old familiar bossa nova, a gentle reminder that the storm is finally over. We don't need to rebuild the walls we spent years tearing down. We just need to find a way to walk through this old town without the heavy burden of the grudges that we keep. We stare into the black abyss of our mistakes, counting all the promises a fragile human breaks. The morning rush is swirling all around our isolated table, trying to fix a bond that we no longer feel is stable. It's a bitter brew that we are forced to swallow now. We lost the magic recipe, forgot the sacred vow. The counterculture coffee cannot heal the deep incision. We're staring at each other through a broken, muddy vision. But through the bitterness, a spark of truth remains alive. A desperate remedy to help our weary souls survive. Let the warmth wash away the cold.
Drink it down, let the dawn.
Stories told.
stories told,
secrets sold, watching love unfold.
we survived the frost.
We survived the longest night.
Yeah,
Just the focus, still the pictures looking right. And it's a bitter brew that we are forced to swallow now. We are forced to. We lost the magic recipe, forgot the sacred, got the sacred vow. The counterculture coffee cannot heal the deep incision. We're staring at each other through a broken, muddy vision. But through the bitterness, a spark of truth remains alive. A desperate remedy to help our weary souls survive. Just a bit of brew in the morning light, link the tips on the counter, we're good out.